Hello and welcome to the Reynolda Read-Aloud. This month we're going to be focusing on numbers and counting. Do you know what counting is? Counting is when you say numbers in order and assign a value to them. Look, I brought some numbers with me today. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good job. Numbers are all around us and part of our everyday life. For example, I'm in the meadow today at Reynolda, and I want to share 2 counting books with you that take place in a meadow, just like my setting here at Reynolda. Let's get started. Mouse Count by Ellen Stoll Walsh. One fine day, some mice played in the meadow. They were careful to watch for snakes. But when the mice got sleepy, they forgot about snakes, and they all took naps. While they slept, a hungry snake went looking for dinner. On his way, he found a nice big jar. "I will fill this jar with dinner," he said. It wasn't long before he found 3 mice, little, warm, and tasty, fast asleep. "First, I will count them, and then I will eat them up," said the snake. "Mouse count 1, 2, 3. He dropped them into the jar, but he was very hungry. 3 mice were not enough. Soon he found 4 more mice, little, warm, and tasty, fast asleep. And he counted them. 4, 5, 6, 7. But the snake was very, very hungry, and 7 mice were not enough. At last he found 3 more mice, little, warm, and tasty, fast asleep. And he counted them. 8, 9, 10. 10 mice are enough. Now I am going to eat you up, little, warm, and tasty," said the snake. "Wait," said one of the mice. "The jar isn't full yet. And look at that big mouse over there." The snake was very greedy. He hurried off to get to the big mouse. And while he was gone, the mice rocked the jar one way and another way until it went 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The mice uncounted themselves and ran home. The snake reached the big mouse, but it was only a cold, hard rock. And when he got back, the jar was empty. Phew! I'm glad they got away. I bet in this meadow there are animals pulling off very similar tricks. Look at that mouse now, standing so proudly on that rock. Let's keep counting by joining Miss Cynthia for a song called 5 Green and Speckled Frogs.
Let's get our hands ready to be 5 green and speckled frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You ready? 5 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 4 green speckled frogs. 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 3 green speckled frogs. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 2 green speckled frogs. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there was 1 green speckled frog. 1 green and speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were no green speckled frogs. Glob, glob.
Sat on a speckled. Oh, hello! That song by Miss Cynthia was so much fun. Have you ever seen a green and speckled frog? I'm gonna be on the lookout for one. That reminds me of the other story I was gonna share with you today, called Over in the Meadow. Over in the Meadow, a counting rhyme by Olive Wadsworth. Over in the meadow, in the sand and the sun, lived an old mother turtle and her little turtle one. Dig, said the mother, we dig, said the one. So they dug all day in the sand in the sun. Over in the meadow where the stream runs blue, lived an old mother fish and her little fishes too. Swim, said the mother, we swim, said the two. So they swam all day where the stream runs blue. Over in the meadow, in a hole in a tree, lived an old mother owl and her little owls 3. Ta-hoo, said the mother, ta-hoo, said the 3. So they ta-hooed all day in a hole in a tree. Over in the meadow, by the old barn door, lived an old mother rat and her little ratties 4. Gnaw, said the mother, we gnaw, said the 4. So they gnawed all day by the old barn door. Over in the meadow in a snug beehive lived an old mother bee and her little bees 5. Bzz, said the mother, we bzz, said the 5. So they buzzed all day in a snug beehive. Over in the meadow in a nest built of sticks lived an old mother crow and her little crows 6. Call, said the mother, we call, said the 6. So they called all day in a nest built of sticks. Over in the meadow where the grass grows so even, lived an old mother frog and her little froggy 7. Jump, said the mother, we jump, said the 7. So they jumped all day where the grass grows so even. Over in the meadow by the old mossy gate lived an old mother lizard, and her little lizards 8. Bask, said the mother, we bask, said the 8. So they basked all day by the old mossy gate. Over in the meadow by the old Scotch pine lived an old mother duck, and her little ducks 9. Quack, said the mother, we quack, said the 9. So they quacked all day by the old Scotch pine. Over in the meadow in a cozy wee den lived an old mother beaver, and her little beavers 10. Beeve, said the mother, we beeve, said the 10. So they beeved all day in a cozy wee den. I hope you enjoyed that old counting rhyme. Now I want to show you a beaver I saw at Reynolda near the meadow. It's just one. What do you think it's doing? I think maybe the beaver is looking for her cozy wee den. Thank you so much for joining me today out here in the meadow while we discovered one way numbers are all around us, even in a meadow. You and your family are welcome to come out to Reynolda and enjoy exploring in the meadow and grounds. You may even find some of the animals we talked about today, or those 5 green and speckled frogs. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.